The federal government says TikTok needs to go. It's been ordered to shut down its business operations in Canada. For the millions of Canadians who use TikTok, a lot of question about what this means for the future. The app itself, Linda, isn't going anywhere, but the headquarters, the offices, that infrastructure, that is shut down. Tell us more.
Yeah, so the government's saying that this popular video app poses a risk to Canadian national security, so they're shutting down those two offices in Toronto and in Vancouver. This on the advice of Canada's security and intelligence community. Now, in February 2023, we know the Canadian government banned TikTok from government phones, and then after that, they launched a national security review of the app. So this is basically the result of that review that showed that activities by TikTok jeopardize Canadian security. But Innovation Minister François-Philippe Champagne wouldn't go further than that.
The decision we took was to protect the national security of Canada on the basis of the analysis that we conducted with our security services. And we came to the conclusion that these activities that were conducted in Canada by TikTok at their offices would be injurious to national security. I expect everyone to understand that when it comes to national security, there could be no compromise.
Now, we are also hearing from TikTok, who, of course, is not happy with this move by the Canadian government. In a statement, they say shutting down TikTok's Canadian offices and destroying hundreds of well-paying local jobs is not in anyone's best interest, and today's shutdown order will do just that. They're promising to challenge the order in court.
So tell us more about the risk here as assessed by the Canadian government and security officials.
Yeah, so critics say and have long said that there's a risk that the Chinese government could get their hands on users' data because the Chinese government, they say, national security laws require organizations to sort of pony up any information that they may have to help with intelligence gathering. We know U.S. lawmakers have said that the Chinese government could demand access to TikTok data. The app is facing a national ban there. TikTok is fighting that. TikTok has long held that its servers are in China and therefore outside of the control of the Chinese government. And they say that they follow Canadian laws, and when it comes to data protection and privacy, that they run their operations here and adhere to Canadian laws. This app, of course, popular mainly with young people, and I have two teenagers in my house who wonder, how does this apply to them? Why does the Chinese government want access to whatever I'm creating out there? Earlier this year, we heard from CSIS former director David Vigneault, who warned Canadians, as well as teens, about some of the risks of using TikTok.
I think most people can say, what is it a big deal for a teenager now to have their data? Well, in 5 years, in 10 years, that teenager will be a young adult, will be engaged in different activities around the world. If you are, for whatever reason, getting the crosshair of the PRC, they will have a lot of information about you and how to interact with them.
So that may seem a little bit further down the line for those who are posting those dance videos and things like that. But of course, there are also a lot of creators, TikTok creators, who make money off of this here in Canada. So we're watching this very, very closely. But the advice from the Canadian government is, this is your choice. You can still use it, but go into it eyes wide open, knowing the risk.
Linda, thank you very much.